Hello, my friends. I have rather impulsively decided to do a cowboy romance readathon this weekend. It's a long weekend, so I have 3 full days to read, and I've been really struggling to get into the summer mindset. I'm thinking about summerween and spooky season already, and yeah, so I figured why not read a bunch of cowboy romance books and see if I can get in the summer mood. I went over to Lovebound Library to pick some cowboy romance books up, and they did not disappoint. I got 6 books, so I'm going to try to read all of them in these 3 days, so like 2 a day. Let me run you through what I got. So first I grabbed Chasing the Wild. All I know is this is supposed to be like a dark cowboy romance. I think she gets with her ex-boyfriend's dad. And next I grabbed a alien cowboy romance. I know nothing about this book. I just thought that the cover was wild and I thought that it would be fun to do like a paranormal cowboy romance. And then West of Forever, it was on their new release table, and I looked it up. It has really great reviews, but I know nothing about it. That's kind of the vibe, to be honest. I don't know much about any of these books. I'm gonna go in blind and binge read them and just see what happens. I grabbed this one, One Night Rodeo, because I think it was written like 12 years ago or something. It's definitely the oldest book in the stack. I'm kind of curious if it kind of set the stage for all of these cowboy romances. Like, is it the blueprint? I guess cowboy romance have probably been around for a lot longer than 12 years, but like I said, this is definitely the oldest in the stack. And then I also picked up Cash. The girl at Lovebound highly recommended it. She said that Jessica Peterson is she's a mom and she's super sweet and really funny, and she said that all of that comes through the book. And so sold. And then last but not least, One More Round. I had seen this book kind of just around and they had it, and so I decided to grab it. I think that the FMC is in her late 30s, and I think she maybe went through a divorce. Basically kind of her life implodes, so I think. But we'll see. So anyway, let's see how many of these I can read. Like I said, I'm planning to read all 6. Wish me luck. I'm really hoping that by the end of it, I will be more in the summer mood. Cowboy romances are very specific to summer for me, and so I'm hoping that by reading 6 of them, it'll trigger something in my brain where I'm on board with it being summertime. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, reading update. I finished West of Forever, and it was cute. I gave it 3 stars because it wasn't anything amazing. It was forbidden love. They had small town rival families that have gone for I think a couple generations. There was a lot of banter, but it ranged from pretty cute to really cringe, and so yeah, it was mid. Not a great start to this readathon, but I did like it enough. What I did like is the daughter. He was a single dad, and she was really cute, and the FMC was really good with her, and she really liked the FMC, and so that was pretty cute. 1 down, 5 to go. I did start Married to an Alien Cowboy, and it's pretty funny. So basically she was kind of in a desperate situation. She saw this flyer to be essentially a mail order bride to this other planet, and so she jumped ship quite literally, and now she's on a different planet with this man who she just met, and she doesn't know that the planet that she went to is colonized by a bunch of essentially felons, and he's oh no, I didn't tell her. And also she got there 22 days before he thought that she was gonna get there, and so he wasn't ready. And so anyway, I'm 100 pages in, which is almost halfway because it's a pretty short book, but it's pretty humorous, which I expected from an alien cowboy romance book. I do think it's gonna be pretty spicy. I think it's about to pick up real quick here, but we'll see. I'm having a good time. Anyway, I'm going to keep reading. I'm gonna try to finish this one today. I'm pretty positive I will. It's only 4 o'clock, so I'll breeze through this. It's very fast reading. Like I said, it's pretty funny. And then I'll jump to book number 3 soon. Remember how I just said that I think it's gonna be spicy? Yeah, it got spicy immediately. Okay, my friends, reading update. So last night I finished Married to the Alien Cowboy, and this surprised me. I actually really liked it. I think I rated it like 4.5 stars. This was about, well, first off, like the miscommunication trope was done really well because they're like from two different planets, and so they just like couldn't comprehend each other, and it was just like really cute and sweet, and they came at each other with like benefit of the doubt and kindness, and it was really sweet. It was less just like about spice than I thought it was gonna be. It was actually a really kind story of like humanity and being accepting of like diversity and all of that. And so it was really good. I was surprised. And this morning, I started Cash, and I am loving this. Like there's something about it that's a little bit more mature. Like the banter is perfect. The like pace is very realistic and like natural in my opinion. And so I'm really enjoying it. I'm probably like 65% of the way through. I am a little behind because we ended up spending like almost the whole day up in Park City, and it was an amazing day. I don't regret it, but I am definitely behind on my reading goal. I'm kind of like 1.5 books behind, but that's okay. I'm really enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would too. Like I said, the first book that I read, West of Forever, was like, it didn't hit. It wasn't a great start, but these two I'm really enjoying, so I'm having a good time. Alrighty, my friends, I've got some reading updates for you guys. So yesterday I finished Cash, and I loved it. I ended up rating this 4.5 stars. There was something about the maturity of the writing, like it just felt well paced. I loved their banter. I really liked how like open-minded and kind and willing to like try new things the FMC was. Molly was a great character. And then I also really liked the MMC, obviously Cash. He was sweet, and I loved how protective he was. So yeah, it was really good. This one took me by surprise. I will for sure be picking up the rest of this series. And then this morning, I started one more round and I just finished it. This one, so it's actually more of like a small town romance than a cowboy romance, which is fine. It didn't have a lot of like funny moments. Like it just felt more serious. Like the banter wasn't really hitting for me. And I do feel like it was a little insta-lovey. Granted, they like knew each other from childhood, and so they've known each other for a long time, but it just didn't seem very realistic. But yeah, it was okay. The cover is definitely better than the book was. So I think I'm gonna end up rating it 3 stars. And now I'm about to start One Night Rodeo. This is the one that was written I think 11 or 12 years ago. So it's a little bit older, which kind of makes me excited. I'm happy that it's short. I think it's less than 300 pages. I still have this one and one more. I'm trying to read Chasing the Wild today too. It's exactly 11 o'clock right now. I've got the rest of the day to do it. Let's see if I can smash them out so that I read the 6 books in 3 days. Alrighty, another reading update. I finished book number 5, and this was terrible. I gave it 2 stars. I did not enjoy this at all. The one pro was I liked that the author made the FMC she was more knowledgeable about running the ranch than her newly Las Vegas-ly married husband, which props to that. But everything else about it I did not like. I didn't like either of the characters. I didn't like the way that he talked to her. I didn't like how much spice there was. It was pretty much mostly spice with a little bit of everything else. I didn't like their banter. They were kind of mean to each other. It just wasn't a good time in my opinion. So yeah, would not recommend this one if I'm being honest. Oh, and then also he just constantly calls her kitten, which I don't know, their dynamic, it just almost made it seem demeaning instead of sweet. It's interesting because a lot of the other reviews that I read, they loved it. Granted, this was 11, 12, 13 years ago that these reviews were written. They were oh, he's so sweet to her and all of that. I did not read it that way. So yeah, not a fan. And now I'm finally on book number 6, Chasing the Wild. Also, a moment for how pretty this book is. I had seen this around quite a bit before I went and decided to do this video, and I just hadn't picked it up. And I'm only, I don't know, 40 pages in, and I'm already devouring it. Not a lot has happened yet, granted, so maybe that'll change, but so far I really, really like it. It's a quick read so far, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I like the FMC. Her name's Layla, and she's basically just trying to get by. She's pretty broke, and so she kind of bounces around for different jobs and stuff. And she's finding herself currently in a snowstorm at the top of a mountain with her ex-boyfriend's father. She's looking for her ex-boyfriend, but she found his father, and so that's kind of where we're at. So it's just about to kick off. And I'm going to try to, I think I can finish it today. It's only 2 o'clock. So I think that I can finish this puppy today. It's really nice because Alex and I came up to Big Cottonwood Canyon. He's behind me fly fishing somewhere, and so I'm just gonna post up and get to reading. Guys, I am absolutely loving this book. I didn't think I would, honestly, but I'm eating it up. Well, I spoke too soon. So I did love this for the first 50 pages. And I could even be into it for the first 100. When it started to be literally 75% smut, I just couldn't do it anymore. I read like half of it, or probably like 60%, and then I skimmed the rest because I'm not joking when I say that it was like mostly smut, which is a bummer because I actually really liked the characters and I liked the premise and I liked the writing, like everything but like the 15 pages of smut at a time was really good, but they were so few and far between that I was like, I can't do it. So I'm gonna rate this a 3-star though, even though it was like almost borderline. I don't know if you consider it DNF when I'm like skimming, but I definitely got the premise. I got the plot. But I'm gonna give it 3 stars because I really liked parts of it, like a lot. And I get it. Like this is a genre for a reason. I'm sure a lot of people really love this book, but it was not really for me. So that's a bummer. That's a bummer because I thought I was really, really digging it. So that's it, my friends. It is coming up on nighttime of day 3, and so I'm officially done with my readathon. I read 6 books. I'm gonna run through them really quick from my least favorite to my favorite, just to give you guys like a recap. Okay, as you know, this is my least favorite by far. Not a fan. Would not recommend either. And then this one more round. I do recommend this. It's good. I think it would actually be pretty good for fall. But it's not a cowboy romance. It's definitely small town. So if you want to pick it up, just know that there really aren't any cowboys in it. Next up, we have West of Forever. I liked this a lot, but it was kind of boring. And so it's kind of at the lower end of this list. But I would still recommend it as like a cowboy romance if you want easy reading in the summer. And then next up we have Chasing the Wild. Like I just said, I really, really, really liked parts of this book. And so I'm kind of bummed that it was like so heavy on the smut. But if it wasn't, it probably would have been like at least number 2, maybe even number 1. Because like I actually really liked the way it was written. So bummer. And then we have Married to the Alien Cowboy. I think this is the biggest surprise to me because I was not expecting to love this the way that I did. I didn't expect it to have the depth that it did. But yeah, this is a fun one. I might even honestly pick up the rest of the series. And coming in at number 1 is Cash. I really, really, really enjoyed this, like much more than I thought that I was going to. I think I'm gonna order the rest of the series to read throughout the summer. I think there are 5 books total, like 1 for each brother. So yeah, it was great. I will say if there's one book that I highly recommend for you guys, it would be Cash and the Alien one, just because like that one's really fun. Okay, I did it. I got through all 6. That was a lot of cowboy romance. But I will say, I actually think it worked. I, like, between reading all of these, there's just something about cowboy romance that makes me think of camping and summer and just like being outside, and then paired with being outside while reading them. I definitely feel much more in the summer spirit. I think that I'm ready to commence summer 2026, and so I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm happy that I got to do this weekend. I thought it was like a great introduction into the summer this year. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope that this gives you some insight into some of the more, well, I guess not all of these are super popular, but there are a lot of cowboy romance books in that genre. And so anyway, I hope that this gave you some insight into these 6. I hope you guys are enjoying your summer so far. If you've read any cowboy romances, let me know if there's one that like I should read, because like I said, I'm gonna pick up some more of this series, and then I have a couple of others like for the summer. But if there's one that you particularly love, let me know and I will pick it up too. All right, thank you guys.